Tell me why you're... Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So, I just did 13 minutes of video with my mic muted. Yeah. So there you go. 13 minutes of muted mic. But thanks to Marshmallow Ruffian, we now have the mic unmuted. That's a little embarrassing. Sometimes that happens in the morning. I am on my first cup of coffee. But not just any coffee. When I drink coffee, I drink a special blend of coffee. It is an Irish coffee with just a little bit of whiskey, topped with some cream, flavored with some Baileys, a little brown sugar. It's pretty freaking delicious. And that's how I do coffee. Most of the time I drink tea, as I pointed out in my last video, but today was a coffee kind of day. So, yeah. A couple things to point out. The Riftborn suddenly disappeared. It looks like either pirates or vultures or both finished wiping them out for us, which is really kind of them. Unfortunately, the vultures are now en route to attack us, it looks like, so we're going to have to deal with that. How's it going, Colin? Luckily for us, we severely outgunned them with our 2 battleships that we just built. Unfortunately, it's going to take a little while for our battleships to get to the front lines, but once they do, we should have military dominance for some time. It'll take the vultures quite a while to respond to that, I would imagine. And by the time they can, we'll probably have even bigger, better battleships ready. Maybe even like massive fleets of nothing but battleships would be nice. So we'll see how that goes. I'd like to get at least 3 battleships per flotilla at some point. But right now we're trying to get our industry and trade routes online, so we're grinding that out, which is taking longer than I'd like. Okay. And we have a hacking. What do I want to do with this hack? I guess we could hack the pirates. I don't have sight of any Vulture territories yet, so I guess hacking pirates works. We won't get a lot of value out of it, but yeah, let's hack the pirates. And that should end the first or second turn here. Population boost has ended. We can definitely keep that rolling. I don't really want these guys growing any faster, so
the roles have been determined. That is all.
This could be problematic. So the Vultures ended up taking the Spear of Isander. What that means is they have a very powerful military fleet that they get temporary control of. They could send that fleet over here and try to mess with us, and that's not something I would be looking forward to. However, I think that our military ships are capable of handling that, but we might need to build some more of them and relatively quickly. We'll just have to see. So I have to pick one of these. Baton. Awakening DLC? That would be the Nakalate, right? Is that correct? Pretty sure Awakening was the Nakalate. I haven't noticed a whole lot. Yeah. That's it. The Nakalim DLC is Awakening. I don't really remember the names of some of them. So that's with the new faction, the Nakalim, and the rework of the Academy and the way that it actually acts like a real presence on the game. I'm not a big fan of it. I thought that the pirates were kind of annoying as they were in the way that they scoop up territory. The Academy's really annoying. they do the same thing. They'll grab territories that you kind of are looking at grabbing, and it could be problematic. I haven't played around with it enough to really decide how I feel about it, but my initial impression is I'm not a big fan of the academy changes in particular. The way that you give rewards, or you give like tribute to them, and then you get to pick a role. There is some actual tactical plays that you can do with that. So there is some of that, and maybe I'll revisit that. I have talked about it briefly in the past, but it's something I generally just ignore. But if you have the resources and you can get the role that you want, there are definitely some ways to take advantage of those roles. So that's kind of neat that you get like the roles that they just outlined for us. But it's kind of like too much brain power for me to really worry about. I think this one's going to be the easier one. So we'll just confirm that. I'm going to make a lot of science here soon. That we already took care of. I don't need that anymore. So I guess the best answer I have for you is I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but my initial impression is meh. There's definitely some tactical stuff you can do with that DLC that you can't do without it. The Spear of Isandir is one thing you can take advantage of early game. If you don't want to go military, you can basically just give the Academy lots of tribute, take their very powerful military fleet, and use that for your military temporarily. The other one is, I think there's one that unlocks all of the different law types. So even though politically you don't have a particular set of laws, you can gain access to them through the Academy, which is interesting and provides some unique opportunities to do some different stuff that you normally wouldn't be able to. But yeah, to be perfectly honest, I need to play around with it more to figure out how good it really is. Looks like we're going to arrive here at the same time. That's good. They should not be able to invade our system, because the system does not have very much defense at the moment. And actually, we need to get this guy off of there. I've had the game since it released. I followed it in early access. I've been a big fan of Amplitude Studios ever since Endless Legend released. I followed Endless Legend in early access and bought it the day that it came out. I've bought every DLC for Endless Legend. I've played it a lot over the years. I've found a renewed love for the game with the ELCP mod, which is a very special mod that improves the AI tremendously in that game and fixes a lot of bugs. But it's not something you can get on the Steam market, whatever store where you can get mods there. You have to get it directly from the group that makes it. And they have a Discord channel. That's the easiest place to get it, is to sign up to their Discord. But that just improves the game a lot. And then after picking up Endless Legend and really enjoying the aesthetic of it, particularly the Vaulters, they released a special edition of Endless Space 1 that added the Vaulters to it. DLC Pack Harmony, or some kind of a special patch that they added to the game. So I picked up Endless Space 1 and started playing that, and that was actually a lot of fun. And that's really what got me hyped up for Endless Space 2, was visiting that version of their game. So, but the Endless World in general is just really cool. One of the things that's frustrating about this game in particular is Amplitude's made a lot of changes to it from release, like subtle but important changes. And so, like, especially like with the technology tree, they've tweaked it a lot over the years. And so if you step away from this game for a lengthy period of time and then you come back, and it can just be a ton of information, like that's all of a sudden different, and you got to relearn everything. That's cool, man. Just bought the game last Thursday. I'm glad people are still buying these games because they're really good. And if you haven't played Endless Legend, you should definitely check that one out too, especially when it's on sale. If you can get it and all the DLC on sale, I would definitely look into it. That game really shines once you get all the DLC and the ELCP mod running on it. But this game is a lot of fun. The biggest problem with this game is the AI is just completely brain dead at some point. It's like broken. You get to some point in the game and they just can't play the game anymore. If you're a fan of Stellaris, this is definitely something to look at. It's different than Stellaris, but a lot of the themes are the same. And so, you'll probably like it. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah. Well, we have a choice to make here. I don't think we have any chance of defending this. So they brought 600 troops, and they're all tanks. We have no chance of defending this system with only 12 troops. This is the option where tactical surrender makes some sense. Because if we tactical surrender, we'll basically make it harder for them to take control of the system, and we can get it back faster once we take control of it again. But yeah, this is going to be a problem. They have a lot of manpower on these ships, and we do not have a lot of defenses in the front line right now. So we'll tactical surrender. The good news is we don't lose any of our buildings when we do this. Basically protects everything from destruction. I've never heard of Seth, but it's good to hear people are still making videos about this game because it's still really good, even though it's a couple years old now. Alright, let's go ahead and get our fleet moved. Oh crap, that is exactly what I was afraid of. Yeah. We don't want to be here. We need to move, like, soon. So he does have the Spear of Asandir here. This is the fleet that I was talking about that you can take from the Academy. They'll basically give you control of it for, like, 10 turns or 20 turns. And these are big ships. These are carrier-class ships. And he has 2 attacker class ships, 1 coordinator. This is a medium, small, large. So he has 2 large class ships, 2 medium class ships, and 2 regular class ships, plus his other fleet. This is a scary fleet. This is not a fleet that we have the ability to face yet. I might have to check that out. I do watch a lot of YouTubers in my spare time. Okay, how are we going to beat these guys? Well, we're going to need some better ships, that's for certain. And if they have large ships, we're going to need large ships as soon as possible. One thing we could do is we could grab the upgraded version of these 2 ships. So this gives you extra slots on your attack class ships. This gives you extra slots on your defense class ships. We need 2 more technologies from this tier in order to move up. And I'm not sure that any of these technologies are going to be that beneficial for us. The approval actually could be helpful. And that building is really good for adding a bunch of influence to your systems. We're not going to do behemoths right now. And I could grab the coordinator class ship, but I really don't think I want it. I really just want to focus on these. The other reason to grab these buildings or these upgrades are the buildings that give you more manpower per turn. So they'll convert more of your food into manpower every turn, which allows you to fill up your manpower faster and to wage wars of attrition a lot more effectively. I don't have these yet. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, I think we're going to grab some bombers. Bombers are particularly effective against large class ships, like carriers. But if we grab bombers, we probably ought to grab... this ship here has a lot more ability to equip bombers on it. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do about this. This is a big problem. I think we're going to grab that. I think we're going to grab that. And we may actually end up grabbing this, because I do want to test out my defense idea. Maybe we actually move that first. How long is it going to take if I do just that? 3 turns. Okay. We're going to build some defensive fleets that might try to stop... it's going to be hard to do. The way he stacked his fleets makes this trickier. Because he has an offensive fleet with manpower on it and an invasion fleet that has dropped their manpower, my little theory about using boarding pods to immediately steal all their ships after they drop their invasion force doesn't really work. As long as they keep those stacked like that. That's an interesting way to counter this. Because when you attack, you always attack the most powerful fleet in the group, which would definitely be the one with the manpower still on it. All right, let's get the carrier ship built first, and then we'll get those, and then we'll go from there. This is worrisome. Let's get a probe that way and a probe that way. Blockade this, get these guys moving back. This fleet's en route. We might have to make a stand here and give up some territory. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's sort of looking like that might be the case. Things are getting done. People are growing. We have too many of these Hishus. Putting everybody over here is really bad because of the amount of disapproval you get on those systems. So we're not going to put them over there for now. We'll do something more like this, but until we get approval buildings built, that's kind of what it's going to look like. At this point, I don't know that I really need any more food buildings. We're growing population quite fast. We'll see if once we get all of this stuff done, what it looks like. Alright, those are coming, but they're very far away. How many turns? It would be 6 turns to get to there. Let's stop here and see if there's anything we can do to retrofit anything. merge our fleets. Jadonics. Make a choice. 30% damage on fleets, or... Yeah, we're going to go with the extra damage on fleets. This is going to be an opportune time to try to do this. That's fine. Okay, we wanted to attempt to see if there's any retrofitting we want to do on these before we send them over. I don't think there is. I think this is probably good the way it is. We haven't actually upgraded any technologies that enhance ships, so yeah, there's no reason to stop these guys from heading over. The other thing we could do is I could switch out Spoils of War for Fleet Fortitude, and that still keeps us as a positive influence. It costs a lot, but our ships are much more durable. So we have 30% more health and 30% more attack for the next few turns. Get rid of that and show me that quest. I guess it's not a quest. Where would it be at? Here it is. How many turns do we get this? For 10 turns. 30% more damage on fleets for 10 turns. We're going to want to fight in the next 10 turns then. Alright, so then do we want to edit any of these designs? Bolters can be edited. Oh yes, we must edit the bolters. Okay, so forget the missiles. Let's go straight up lasers. Basic uniform shielding. We probably have enough to go ahead and give them some better engines with a little bit of defense. And then the manpower is still important because we're using these as invasion boats, but it's not as important. But I don't think there's anything else I'd rather have. So we'll apply that design. The patrol ship can also upgrade its weaponry. Engines. And the colonizer ship is our invasion ship. We can upgrade its things as well. And then this fleet is going to cost us a small amount of dust to upgrade. His ship can also be upgraded significantly. I think we're just going to go with a bunch of these lasers because they get the crit chance on these lasers is just really good. I am going to leave one gun on him just as an anti-missile weapon, which can be important. We have probes on our patrol ship. This is probably good enough. Increase the chances of him being targeted. I think we'll go ahead and just leave it like this. So that's going to significantly increase the power of our fleet. In fact, if we mouse over this, the offensive power of this fleet is now 1600. I don't have vision of his fleet anymore. But hopefully we'll get vision of it soon. Alright. What do we got here? For 10 turns, I don't care about that quest. More population is growing. Alright, we now have Sheridan class ships. I should be able to build one. Cruiser. Edit the design for this. Okay, so this ship is going to basically be our carrier destroyer. How do we get this one built? So I'm gonna have 2 defensive modules that I can throw in here. I'm gonna have 1 set of engines that I can throw in here. We're gonna have 3 sets of bombers. I can stick another defensive module here. More hull plating, maybe? And then I can either increase the chance or decrease the chance that this ship gets targeted, as well as increase its invasion. How many? That only costs 4. I like this okay. And then we'll need our bombers. I'll go ahead and apply the design and then we'll edit it in about 4 turns. I can't quite buy this out, but I will be able to buy it out soon. Is there anything I can do to increase my science? Could move this up in the queue. Not fast enough to worry about. Is there any other system that can be upgraded? This one cannot. Leo's already been done, I'm sure. Vene's already been done. Yeah, I think every place is already basically upgraded to spaceports. Yeah, that would be the fastest and cheapest way to get some more science. That's actually going to get completed. You can stay over here for now. Actually, let's go ahead and move everybody over to this planet. We'll do something like that for now. And actually, the other thing I want to look at is Imperials are the next growth. I really don't want any of these guys. Okay. So we'll try to buy out that hacking operation. Yes. 7 turns. Encryption on that system. Okay, I want to watch this probe. If their fleet's gone, we're going to move our fleet back over here. I really hate these pop-ups. Get away from me. Okay, their fleet is definitely still there. The offensive power of this fleet is 20,000 compared to 1,600. Ugh. This will give us more science for a few turns. That's probably fine. He's got another point to apply. More industry is probably fine. Hardened alloys in 3 turns. Hey, thanks. Good to see you again as well, Bob. Hopefully I remember to turn my microphone on more frequently. I did the first 13 minutes of this video with the microphone on mute, which a little embarrassing, but luckily a viewer jumped in and commented on it, and I got it fixed as quickly as I could, so that was good. Big thanks to that viewer. Alright, we're going to just keep sending probes this way so we can keep sight of all of these lanes. I'm doing this mainly in case they send something past me. It's unlikely that they will, but if we move this fleet, there's a chance, and I'll have some vision of them as they're traveling down the lane. It's always nice if you have probes that regenerate every turn to just throw them somewhere that might be useful, even if it's not, because it's not a waste of resources. What else can I get done? Not much. Still can't buy this out yet. Really need this fleet to get over here so we have a chance to defend this. And I really need one more ship, to be honest. This is so close to being able to buy it out, but I can't, so we're just gonna have to save our money again. I say money, our influence in this case. Maybe we can use the influence to buy out the ship?
We don't.
Alright, we're 1 turn away from making it here. 1 turn away from having this. I can use the market and my influence. So a cruiser... I should have done this. Okay. Let me make sure that that took. It did not. Let's go ahead and build a base cruiser. We should have had this queued up already. I could have gotten a couple of turns. Okay, we could buy this out. So we'll buy out the cruiser. At its base cost, it has nothing equipped to it, and then we'll use our dust to retrofit it, and then we'll have 3 medium-class ships to go into this engagement. Alright, can I get all these ships merged into a single fleet? I can. Okay, so they're all merged into a single fleet now. That ship needs to come out and also merge. And then this needs to be edited. We want bombers. We want engines. We want the ducky. We want defenses. So some shields, but mostly hull plating to avoid missile damage because I don't really know what they have. Apply. We have the dust for that. Alright. We're running out of turns for our bonuses. We got 30% bonus to damage and health. We're going to give this a go and see what happens. This could be catastrophic and maybe end the video. But we'll see. I need these technologies probably. I guess we'll grab this one. That will unlock our own carriers. And then once we have that, we'll start looking at the upgrades for them. Alright, lots of this is getting done. not too worried about that. It's going to happen when it happens. There's just a lot of stuff in that queue right now. Alright, big moment here of truth. We'll see if we're able to fight the Vaulters. I don't care about these dumb pop-ups. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Get out of my face. That is correct. If we lose our entire fleet, it may be a moment that we decide to just walk away from this one. It's been a rough start, to be honest, and I think we recovered pretty well, but if the Vultures are as strong as they look, and they're really not that strong, what it is the Assander fleet is really what's allowing them to do this. So maybe that's a case to be made that you can actually seriously take advantage of that. We're going to ignore it. We lost the colonization because we lost... So they actually have more of this. This is insane. Somehow they have more systems than we do. And we only see one. So this must be a very long arm. Population has grown. Alright. Here we go. All of my efforts into this one big tactical move. And we are going to watch this one for sure. I'm going to go to the advanced menu. And we're going to figure out how we want to go about doing this. So this ship doesn't have any weapons, but it has bombers. So I kind of want to go like something like that. Let's see. This one is the hero ship. What is this one? This is the colonizer. These are bolters. This is probably how I want to go about doing this. As evenly spread as possible. And then these bombers should attack the carriers. But I may actually not want to be over here. Oh, I know what I could do. I could put my colonizer over here. The colonizer is not going to do much anyways. It's probably just going to get blown up. But if it's over here, it's less likely to get blown up. And if it survives, it's great. But it's not going to deal any real damage. I think we'll go like this. And hope for the best. Alright. Here we go. Actually, do I want to put two ships over here? I think I want to put both of these over here. Because this is a medium engagement range, and this is the range at which we're most effective. So we don't want as many ships in this fleet. The hero ship, he can stay here. This is probably fine. Alright, let's see if I made the right call. Oh my goodness. Well, that sucks. Well, that colonizer's dead for sure. Wow, it's almost like they knew exactly what we were going to do. I didn't think about the fact that they actually had the third flotilla as well. Well, let's go overview, free camera, and let's focus on this guy. Oh, where are we at here? I can't see anything. Where are the Here we go. Let's see if my bombers do anything useful. That colonizer died instantly. Alright, my bombers are en route. There they go. If we can destroy Sanders' fleet, then maybe even if we do lose this battle, it'll be worth it. Let's see how my bombers do. Are they getting anything done at all? Okay, they're attacking. They're not attacking the carrier. So they're not actually attacking the ship that would make any sense for them to attack. Yeah, this is going horribly wrong. And I believe they shot down all my bombers, so that's the end of that. They didn't even attack the carrier ship, which they're most effective at attacking. My ships aren't even firing back, it looks like. Yeah, these guys aren't even shooting. Well, we killed their small ships, whoop-de-doo, but did nothing else. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. And that was with 30% health and 30% damage. The positioning of their ships really threw me off. That's really frustrating. I'm not a big fan of the way that they set up the battles in this game. I thought the battles in the Endless Space 1 were pretty good. A lot of people complained about them, said there wasn't enough tactical decision making. The thing about this game is it's not a fighting game. It's not like a battle simulator game. It's a logistics game. And you could just win the battles by logistics, and the decisions that you did make felt meaningful. In this game, the decisions that you make feel random because you just don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. So it's really frustrating how lanes interact with one another. I've tried to figure it out. There's somebody who's done a lot of work on this in the Amplitude forums that explains how lanes target each other and how some lanes will target. So you'll target your primary lane. If you're in the top lane, you'll target the top lane. But if the top lane's empty, sometimes you'll target the middle lane, and sometimes you won't. And it just depends on your battle tactic and all this other bullshit. It's just way too complex and not... it wouldn't even be a problem if it was complex, if it was straightforward, but there's not good information up front. You don't have perfect information to make tactical decisions with, so it's just a really bad system in my opinion. It works fine until you get to 2 or 3 flotilla engages at the same time, and then it just gets squirrely. So yeah, that's a bummer. I don't know what we do about this now. I guess we could retreat and regroup, but our ships are definitely not strong enough to fight them. And I have no idea how fast they'll be able to replace those. I do know that we could replace our ships pretty quickly. For example, I could build a battleship right now. We build an empty one, sort of like I did before. we queue that guy up. And it'll be 4 turns. Damn, I'm just a little bit of influence shy. We're going to go ahead and cancel this law and run. Lower fleet cost. There we go. That allows me to just buy this out this turn. Then we can immediately go here. Actually, before I do that, let's queue up one more. And then I can immediately go over here and edit this back to our design. Okay, so we want engines. We want lots of lasers because they're really good. We do want some bullets for flak defense against missiles. It looks like they were shooting a lot of missiles at us. So we're going to go double hull plating and 1 set of shields maybe. We'll lose out on the titanium, I think. I don't remember what we ran here before, but this will probably work fine. And then I should be able to... Oh, I gotta wait till next turn. It's completed in the construction queue, but it's not actually built yet. Alright, let's see if I can get this clicked fast enough. All the damn pop-ups interfere with that. There we go. Run the booster again. Yes, that's fine. Merge those fleets. Upgrade. And why can I not upgrade this one? I need 1,000 dust. That shouldn't be hard to get. We're not using these, so I just need 1,000. That should be enough. Repair. Okay. And then I need 800 to repair my ships, which I should do. So we'll sell another 1,000's worth of that. Repair everybody. 2 turns away from that battleship being completed. They've taken Orm now. Whew. Intense. Let's see what they used to take it. There are no ships over here. So the ships that took it are gone already? That's interesting. Alright, we're getting very close to getting a bunch of this stuff done. Approval is almost in the tank, so I want to move that up. This system can now be colonized. We should throw that in the queue. Trader's Reach is doing just fine. And actually, if I move a couple of you guys over here, it's not enough, so we'll just keep you all over here for now. Alright. New strategy. When we try this again, we're just going to put everybody in the middle flotilla and just go with that. Alright, this one can be completed in 1 turn. Question is, do I even want to bother with this guy? I'm not sure I do, but... Cruiser, edit... pull everything off of him. How many turns? 4 turns? Or 700? I'll be able to buy this one out next turn. Okay. Shut down the hack. Empty construction queue. This is at Trader's Reach. So we're very close to being happy, but not close enough. We're like 1% away from getting to ecstatic. Populations are pretty high here. This would actually push us above the limit. I guess let's get that done then. Technology, we need the ships, we need carriers. Liquid Composites gives us our Zealous class carrier ship, which is a really powerful ship. This allows us to get that guy out, buy that guy out, merge those guys together, and then I need to sell some stuff for him again. So we need 1,000 dust. That should work. Upgrade that. Alright, one more turn and then we'll try this again. The system is idle. And our approval is all over the place because we have people stacked on planets they really shouldn't be. You should be over there, you should be over here. You two can maybe go -5 or -3. Let's put you guys over here. That helps a little bit. Okay, that fixes some of the approval problems in this system. We could definitely just build that for now. There are no anomalies here. That's probably good. Alright, so that'll be completed in 1 turn. Should I build 2 of them? I don't have enough. It's gonna be too expensive to get another one, and we're running out of time, so yeah, that's probably fine. Alright, so 7 ships. We'll give this another run. Get this ship out. Merge it with these guys. And edit the cruiser again. Alright. 3 bombers. 2 plating. 1 shield. And do I care about this? Or do we go for something else? Does kinetic enhancer actually enhance my bombers? I think it does. Looks like it did. Well, let's try that. Alright, so I should need about 1,000 dust to do that again. 1,400. Alright, I'm gonna move over here. Let's see if we can draw them into a fight with us. Ooh, yeah. Dust and influence will be good. This has now been resolved. This is now happening. That's good. This is now ended. All kinds of stuff going on. Alright, successfully hacked in Fad. Ooh. I can't invade their system. So maybe we just embed a sleeper so we can keep an eye on it. Okay, their ships have moved. We need to find out where. They didn't move that way. We'll see if they move that way. They're not, they didn't move this way, so where did they go? Mining might be good because we actually have 1, 2, 3 sources, so let's get that done. More approval. This is only worth 5. Probably not worthwhile right now. Having our population spread out on all these different planets kind of sucks, but where is this one at? This one is actually potentially in the danger zone, so let's go ahead and get this done. This will basically make this system a lot harder to take if they do end up beating us. The other thing that we should consider doing, I came here for shelter. Well, hopefully, if you came here to watch the Emperor crush his foes. I think we should get some armor. His forces were mostly armor when I saw them last, which means if we don't have at least armor, we're going to struggle when we get in a straight up fight with them. Even though our troops are enhanced, they're not any match for what armor do to infantry. I don't quite have the dust for that. I almost have the dust for that. Okay, let's sell some dust, or sell some stuff. Sell some more of that, that should be enough. And then if if we go all armor like that, that should be good. Alright, let's take a look here. So he's split between infantry and armor. He doesn't have complete armor. We have all armor. We would definitely dominate this fight if we took it right now. But would it be enough? I think it would. I think it would. We have a lot of people in reserve, so we could actually run all of our people and still have people in reserve. Or we could blitz. Boy, that's a tough call. I think we're most likely to take the system in a single turn if we blitz. So that's what we'll do. And we'll watch this one, because I haven't watched one of these in a while. We'll see if it's enough. So they get a little bit of damage on us preemptively, because that's a Vulture thing. Yeah, we nuked him out good. They have a little bit left, so we don't take the system in a single turn, but we will next turn. They won't have anything left. So we'll continue for one more turn. And with that, I could actually get another one of these built. It's gonna take too long. What are we working on? Liquid composites? Yeah, that's definitely the right call. This system is idle. This system is struggling with approval. What do we got? Oh, freaking go away. What are we going to benefit from most here? Potentially AI labor is worth a lot. The mining gives us more of these resources, but we already have quite a few of them. I'll go ahead and grab that for now. Alright, this should take over Orem, so we should get that back. Fortunately, our extra fleet damage is gone. We'll take this hero for now. Not 100% sure what we'll do with her just yet. I guess we could just put her as a governor in the short term. +5 per hot system, +5 on system. Yeah, let's just make her a governor somewhere. Somewhere where there's a lot of population. There's quite a bit of population here. We'll put her a governor over here for a while. I don't think we need to blitz this time. We could just go with guerrillas. That's probably enough, and this minimizes our casualties. Preemptive bombing is effective against these types of troops. I don't think it's as effective against tanks. It does damage, but doesn't actually kill anybody. I don't know, we'll just do this. This will be our system now. advantage on us. Okay. So now, do we want to keep this system or destroy it? Oh, look who's here. The Argosy. Well. We should attack the Argosy. We don't need to watch that. He'll just retreat, which is fine. Do I have the movement to get over there? He retreated down that lane. We could actually destroy the Argosy, potentially. Yeah, let's see if this works. Now we're not going to get it destroyed. That fleet's still there. I may have made a boo-boo here. Occupy, pillage, or raise. We don't want that system. Okay, we did recover our manpower. I think. Yeah, it's showing 91. So we have 91 tanks. So we did recover our manpower. What can I... Alright, she's been taken care of. That's been taken care of. That's been taken care of. That's whatever. He's leveled up again. Extra science on system sounds okay. Extra capacity, we already have that once. The approval's not bad. Let's go with the influence. We're about to get trade companies up and running, so that'll benefit him too. I think that's what we're working on now. Yep. So trade companies are on the way. We can't fight and we can't blockade for whatever reason. Alright, let's see what happens here. Go away. Damn pop-ups. Let's abolish that law and pass Fleet Fortitude, which gives us extra health on our fleets. He's got a new skill. What can we do to make our ships more effective in combat? More shield absorption. That's really all we have, right? More shield absorption. Alright, well. More shield absorption it is. I say we attack, but we'll do it at the very end of the turn, and then this will wrap up the video for the day, and see if we actually can fight these guys at all. Over here. These planets are kind of getting full. Like, I could take that off of here, move it there. That doesn't really help. I guess we just take the approval buildings for now. Alright. Is there anything else I can do to help this fight go my way? Not really, right? Here we go. We're gonna try this again. This time we are loading everybody up on the center. And let's see how this goes. They could go in whatever columns they want, but they're going to have to face our entire fleet on the center. And actually, our fleet is most effective at medium range. So what if we put like everybody over here? Like everybody but you. I have to leave one ship over here. We could do like that. Alright, let's try this. We'll see if this has any advantage. This is where it gets tricky, because we don't have anybody in our lane, so I don't know what the range category is going to be for this fight. These guys may not even get to participate, which would be fine for me. This ship's just dead. Yeah, not sure. Guess we'll find out here shortly. Overview camera. Alright, here comes our fleets. Let's zoom in on the hero. See what we get here. Alright, so our lasers are doing work. Our bombers are en route. The bolter just died, which was predicted. They're doing pretty good damage to our hero, but nobody else. We're actually getting pretty good work on them right now. No, I think we're in medium range at this point. Looks like we might actually kill their carrier ship if we're lucky. Our bombers are about to go down, but so is their carrier. Yeah, we just took out half their fleet and barely lost anything at this point. And then if I take the camera, I should be able to zoom. They're too far away to attack us. So like this is what I'm talking about. Like it's really random how these engagements get played out. We were significantly weaker, but because we stacked in the right position, it was basically all of our ships versus half of their fleet. And I just don't like the way that this system gets played out. It just feels bad. Because it feels really bad when your fleet's the one over here that does nothing. It feels great for us this battle. We actually won. And we can win again. We only lost one ship. Debris field. Okay, yeah. Also, curiosities. I can't attack, but we can send probes just to make sure they're not sending anything else this way. So maybe we recovered here. We'll see. I think we're going to leave it on a cliffhanger, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this video for today. We'll come back and see if we can't actually finish off attacking them. So these guys actually have the ability to detect cloaked fleets. I'm wondering why my sleeper did not see this fleet here, because we have a sleeper in this system. We should be able to see what's going on in it, but maybe we can only see what's going on here. Yeah, I think we're going to recover here. One of the things is Issander's fleet isn't a permanent buff unless you can keep winning the tribute, lottery or whatever. So even if we destroy this fleet, which we probably will do now, He was going to lose it eventually anyways. And once that fleet's gone, I don't think that the Vultures have the technology or the manpower to stop us. The problem is I really don't know, and part of the reason I don't know is they're all over here somewhere, and they have more systems than we have. Somebody has more systems than we have. So it looks like the Riftborn are actually still alive. I didn't even see that till just now. That's funny. Well, we got a lot to get done in the next video, but we did manage to lose a battle and then recover through some manipulation of our market, selling some goods that we had collected and making some ships really fast on the fly. We'll see if we can't finish this off and actually take the Vultures down and get them out of our system. It would be really beneficial for us if we could destroy the Argosy, because the Argosy is the only way that they can expand, and if that goes down for like 20 turns, it's pretty crippling to their empire, which is what happens if it gets destroyed. It just basically goes into storage and gets repaired for the next 20 turns. So, but yeah, this has been the TheNosePlays. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be adding more to it, maybe later today, but definitely later this week. And you guys have a wonderful day.